Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos on lesson content.
Got no place to be, got no place to go. Come hang out with me on the Mr. Flanders Show.
Hey everybody, Mr. Flanders here. Now if you remember at the end of our last lesson, I said there's going to be a surprise that has to do with this blank page. Well, this blank page means that is the end of the Squirrel Book. Oh my goodness, check that out. Now, don't get too excited yet. Don't think that's the end of Reading Mastery. Yay, we're done. Because most of you should remember, we have the Fox Book now. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so we are all moving on from the Squirrel Book to the Fox Book, and I am extremely excited to see what this means for everybody. With all that out of the way now, let's go ahead and jump into our lesson. See you in a second. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are with the first page in our Fox Book for Reading Mastery. We are picking back up with Story 84. Before we get started with the story, though, I want everybody to kind of take a moment, just kind of look at this page. If you notice, it's really hard to really see all of the changes, but this page is a little bit different in the way it looks compared to how everything looked over in the Squirrel Book. There's not as many words with the lines over them. You're not going to have the line over the ing sound. No lines over the A's or the E's or the O's or the Y's to get that long sound. We're just going to have to start practicing and making sure we're saying the words the right way. And a lot of that reinforcement should already be there from our previous lessons. Obviously, this is still a unique situation, so our skills are probably not as tight as they would be if we were in class, but that's okay. I just want you guys to try, okay? Every time you're reading, just make sure you're trying your best, all right? On that note, I think we're going to go ahead and jump into the story now, Story 84, and it is a continuation of the Dawn story. So, let's take a look at Dawn is a Superman. All right. Who gave Dawn a dime? Do we remember who gave Dawn the dime in the story, in the last story? That's right, it was the woman with the cape and the cap. Oh, speaking of which, where was the woman with the cape and the cap? Where did Dawn find her? Did he find her in the hat shop, or did he find her at the bottom of the stairs in the hat shop? That's right, at the bottom of the stairs in the hat shop. All right, last question before we keep reading. How could Dawn be a Superman? Do you remember what Dawn needs to do to be a Superman? The woman gave him the dime, and he has to do what with that dime? He has to tap it 3 times. Remember, 3 times. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the story now. Dawn said, "I hope this works." Then he tapped the dime 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. There was the sound of thunder. Boom! What was that? Dawn asked. He looked at his hand. The dime was still there. Then Dawn saw that he had a cape and a cap. Wow, Dawn said. When I tapped that dime, I became a Superman. Dawn said, I must keep this dime. I will tape it to my arm. And he did. Then he said, now I will see if I am a Superman. Dawn kicked the wall. Pow! He made a big hole in the wall. Dawn smiled. Wow, he said, I am a Superman. He hopped around the store. He hit the wall again. Pow! He made another hole in the wall. Now there were 2 holes in the wall. Don hopped around the hat shop hitting things. He said, "I hate hats." Pow! He hit a hat box and made a hole in it. Then he said, "I hate mops." So he broke the mop. "This is fun," he said. By now, the store was a mess. There were holes in the wall. The hats had holes in them. The doors had holes in them. Don said, "No one can stop me now. I am a Superman." To be continued. Uh-oh. I don't know how Don's doing with his superpowers. I think in the last story that the woman with the cape and the cap said he had to do good, but does it sound like he's doing good? No, he's breaking things. He's putting holes in walls. Look at this picture of him. Look at this mess he made. Jeez. Calm down, Don. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move this out of the way. We'll jump into our last worksheet for Reading Mastery this week. It is worksheet 84, side 1. We will also be doing side 2. Question number 1. The woman who gave Don the dime had a cap and a blank. What did she have? A cape and a blank. Number 2. The woman told Don to do bad things, good things, or funny things. What did the woman tell Don to do? Number 3. She told Don to tap the dime blank times. Was it 1 time he needed to tap it? 2 times? 3 times? Or 5 times? Number 4. When Don tapped the dime, there was the sound of thunder, cars, trains, or a girl. Number 5. Did Don get to be a Superman? And number 6. Where did Don tape the dime? To his leg, arm, nose, or foot? You tell me, guys. And remember, if you need to take a second to finish the question, please feel free to pause the video. Number 7. Don had a cape and a cane. Don had a cop and a hut. Or Don had a cape and a cap. Think about that picture that we just saw at the end. What did he have? Then, number 8. Was Don doing good things? Ooh. Think about what he was doing in the story. He was running around that store. "I hate hats. I hate mops. Blah, 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 blah." Does that sound like he's doing good things? I don't know. Go ahead and take a couple minutes and finish that up if you need. I'm going to go ahead and move this up. And we're going to look at this sentence in just a second and follow the instructions to finish this part of the worksheet. I'm going to get a drink of water real quick. All right, let's look at that sentence. The con ran to Pam's cone shop. I'll read that sentence one more time. The con ran to Pam's cone shop. Okay, for number 1, it says, make a D over the word cone. So in this little sentence here, look for the word cone and make a D over it. And if you're doing this in Google Classroom, you'll notice that there is a D off to the side that you can move to put where you need to. There's also a box and a line that you can move as well. Number 2. Make a box around the words that tell who ran to Pam's cone shop. My friends need to make a box around the words that tell who ran to Pam's cone shop. There are two words. Two words that you need to put a box around. And then number 3. Make a line under the words that tell where the con ran. Make a line under the words that tell where the con ran. All right. Put that right there. Go ahead and take a couple more minutes. Finish up if you need. Now, as we get to the end of this worksheet, you'll notice we have a paragraph we need to read. It will tell us a small story to answer these 4 questions. And then we have 2 questions that tie to our picture from the story. Let's go ahead and look at our paragraph up at the top. One day, the superbug met a sad horse. Oh, it's the superbug from the last story. Okay, so one day the superbug met a sad horsefly. The horsefly said, "I am sad because there are not any horses for me to bite. I am not a man-fly. I am not a dog-fly. I am not a house-fly." The superbug picked up the horsefly and took him to a horse farm. Now the horsefly is happy. He can bite all the horses he wants. How is that a good story? Why is this dude helping the other dude go and bite horses? I do not agree with this. What is happening here? Terrible. Whatever. Let's look at number 1. Biting horses. Number 1. Who did the superbug meet? Alright. Who did he meet at the beginning of the story? It wasn't a man-fly. It wasn't a dog-fly. It wasn't a house-fly. What kind of fly was it? Silly little biter. Alright. Number 2. Why was the horsefly sad? Because there were no blank to bite. Why was the horsefly sad? What did he want to bite, guys? Tell me right there. Number 3. Where did the superbug take the horsefly? Where did he take the horsefly? And number 4. Is the horsefly happy on the farm? Think about it. Is the horsefly happy on the farm? Personally, I don't care if he's happy because he's going around biting horses. That is not okay. Crazy, crazy guy. Alright. You take a second, finish that up. We are going to look at the bottom 2 questions and finish up this worksheet and our reading mastery for the week. It says, look at the picture on page 3 of your reader. We're going to answer those questions to go along with the picture. Now, I'm going to show you guys the picture once this time. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention really well. Okay? In fact, before I even show you the picture, I'm going to read you the 2 questions. Question 1 is, how many holes are in the wall? And what is Don holding? So question 1, how many holes are in the wall? And what is Don holding? Okay, we are only looking for the holes that are in the wall, not in any hats or buckets, only in the wall. Okay, question 1, how many holes are in the wall? Question 2, what is Don holding? Alright, so here you're going to tell me how many holes are in the wall, and here you're going to tell me what is Don holding. Okay? And after you do that, you will be done with this worksheet, and you can enjoy your weekend, my friends. That is it for me right now. But if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you need help with this worksheet, please let me know through ClassDojo or Flipgrid. Otherwise, I expect you all to be practicing your reading with a family member at home, and I will catch you in the next lesson. Take it easy.